passes in a flicker of time. Life's too sorrowful for this heart of mine. Life seduces you, then lets you die. So I sit in my room alone and I cry and I cry. Wow! Oh, hello there. Welcome back to the Giggly Potions Academy. It's me, your favorite sorceress, Mycelia Quickwittson. Now, you must be wondering, where is she? Is she in a dungeon? Is she being kept against her will? Well, I'm in the dungeon room of artistic suffering, and I'm here for dramatic effect. Because for weeks now, I've been trying to write a song. I didn't want to write just any song, you see. I wanted to write the saddest, most sorrowful, melancholy song ever written, but I couldn't. I felt like I lacked wisdom, sorrow, melancholy in my soul. So I got an idea. What if I could brew a potion for becoming a tortured soul? After all the greatest artists and creatives throughout history, they were tortured souls. So I experimented with a few ingredients and I did it. I brewed this potion for becoming a real tortured soul. I took a sip from it last night and in a matter of minutes, I wrote the saddest song ever written, the one that will make anyone who hears it cry until their eyes run dry. If you too are struggling with something, maybe you want to write a poem, compose a nocturne, become the greatest actor who has ever lived, but feel like you lack this sorrow, this melancholy in your soul, come with me to my potion chamber and I'll teach you how to brew this potion for becoming a real tortured soul. Let's go! And the first ingredient we're going to add to our potion of becoming a real tortured soul is a cup of despair. There we go. So you cannot brew this potion without a cup of despair. Why? Because in order to be a tortured soul, you need to feel the despair into the depths of your soul. You feel desperate about existence. You know, here you are on this planet, suffering in silence, waiting until you collapse and die. You look at the universe and it's dark, it's bleak, it's inhospitable. It doesn't want you. It doesn't have any grand purpose for you. Everything is meaningless. Here we are on this planet pretending there's something greater waiting for us. We occupy ourselves with such meaningless things just so time passes by until we finally die. We rush to get to work, we found businesses, create families, open up YouTube channels, invest in crypto. And for what? Everything will be over one day. And not just that, we are aware of our own suffering, aware of how we'll end up, aware that we're here for a very brief moment of time and then we'll decay underground for the rest of time. And you know how some people say, they console themselves saying consciousness is a blessing. On the contrary, you believe that consciousness is a curse, the greatest curse that you can experience in your life. It's like being aware that you'll die. It's like butterflies. Imagine you're a butterfly and you are aware that in 2 weeks you're going to die. Or being a dandelion somewhere in the mountains, then you know that one blow of the wind and then you're done. Poof, your puffs will float away and then you'll die. Life is just like that. You're a dandelion. The wind blows, your puffs get away, scatter around, and then you die, and that's it. So sad, sad. Then you find yourself being super envious of everything that's unconscious, unaware of its existence, like an amoeba or a tardigrade or a plankton. Like, oh, I wish I was a tardigrade. Why wasn't I born a plankton? Why did I have to be a human, or sorceress, or goblin? It's conscious of its own existence. You'll feel oh so crushed and desperate, sorrowful. Yeah, so if you want to brew this potion, you need to add a cup of despair. 2 cups if you want to be extra desperate. Okay, let's stir. And the second ingredient we're going to add to a potion is a leaf of hypersensitivity. Not sensitivity, that's for normal people. No, you need hypersensitivity. All the tortured souls throughout history, they were hypersensitive. Hypersensitive to everything. Smells, sounds, lights, noises, everything that's surrounding them. Oh, it's going to be so difficult for you. I'm sorry. So immediately you'll develop allergies to everything, allergies to pollen and dust and scents and everything, intolerances to gluten and lactose. You feel as if this planet is intentionally trying to spit you out. Yeah, but this is the easy part. The harder part is that you will also become super sensitive to sounds. You won't be able to withstand the environment you're in, the noise from the cars, from the sirens, from the people, just everyone just making noise, noise, noise. You won't even be able to be in a relationship because the person sleeping next to you will annoy you so much with their snoring, with their sneezing, with their coughs, with their farting. Eventually you'll figure out that it's the easiest if you just exist on your own. You cannot exist with these idiots who are running around or making too much noise, bore you with their nonsense. Too much to bear. And the worst part is you'll become hypersensitive to your own emotions. Yeah. Rage, anger, sorrow, melancholy, fear, restlessness, every emotion. You'll feel it deep within your soul. And over time, you'll become addicted to it. You'll become an addict of your own emotions. Not a day can go by without you feeling something. And maybe a few hours go by and then you don't feel anything. This will send you into a panic attack. You have to feel, you need your hit of emotions. And how? You'll listen to the saddest songs that ever been written, the saddest movies that ever been produced. You'll go watch sad theater plays, watch the news, anything that inspires an emotion inside of you. Because what are you without your emotions? Nothing, nothing. And not just of your own emotions, you'll become sensitive to others' emotions. Other people's pain, suffering, and rage. You feel it. A mother losing a child, you feel it. A butterfly dying, you feel its pain. The tree losing its leaves, you feel sorry for the tree too. It's going to be so difficult to bear. I know it's not easy being a tortured soul. I'm sorry, but that's the price you must pay for being creative and profound. That's the. And the next ingredient we're going to add to a potion is 3 drops of dramaticism. 1, 2, 2. Oopsie. Now you must be wondering, why 3 drops? Well, 1 is for ordinary people. 2, if we want to take it a step further, but we need 3 because you want to become a real drama queen. And this ingredient will immediately make you one. You'll become overly dramatic about everything, your life, your experiences, your feelings, your pain. You will be such a drama queen. Why? Because deep down you crave some attention because when you were young, someone didn't give you the attention you needed. But let's leave this for another video, just too complex. So maybe your tummy will hurt and then you'll scream out, this is it, I'm dying, my life is over. All you had to do was let out a long suppressed fart. Maybe your head will hurt and then you'll panic, you'll scream, oh, I have a parasite, something's coming out of me, please help me. And all you had to do was let out a long, loud burp. Yeah, you'll see a gray hair and that's it. Your life is over. You'll go from 30 to 60 in a matter of seconds. And if you notice a new wrinkle on your face, you're out at the store buying a rocking chair because you are an old lady now. Yeah. Maybe your partner will say something like, I'm going to the other room. And then you're like, oh, he's running away from me. My feelings are too much for him. He doesn't love me anymore. Oh, yeah. You'll do this. Or maybe you'll come home and then you'll tell it to your partner, to your parents, to your friend, whoever. Something terrible happened to me. The most terrible thing that could happen to someone. Then everyone will be worried. What happened? Then you'll say, I stepped in dog shit. Yeah, you'll be this dramatic. Oh, yeah. Then you'll cry in your bed thinking, oh, the most awful things happen to me. Why everything terrible happens to me? I am the saddest person who has ever lived. No one is as sorrowful as I am. Oh, then you'll cry, thinking you're the only one who's feeling sadness, you'll do this. And then you will show your dramaticism in every way possible. You'll wave with your hands when you speak. You will touch your heart when you speak about something. You'll laugh like a maniac. Anything dramatic. You'll do anything dramatic. Oh, and your outfits, you'll have the most outrageous outfits ever. Oversized sweaters, weird dresses, crazy color combinations, anything that will make you dramatic and make you stand out from the crowd. Yeah. Get ready for dramaticism because you can't be a tortured soul without the drama. Let's stir. And the last ingredient we're going to add to our potion is a splash of childhood trauma. There we go. Oh, I absolutely love this ingredient because it goes well with everything. This ingredient of childhood trauma, it's just like my hat. It goes well with many of my outfits. Oh, I absolutely love it. And you cannot be a tortured soul without childhood trauma. The more intense your childhood trauma is, the better. See, childhood trauma is on the spectrum. You can be on the lower end or on the higher end. If you are a tortured soul, you're probably on the higher end because, if you're in the lower end, your childhood experiences might not be as intense, as dramatic. You might not be as reflective as if you are on the higher end of childhood trauma. And if you are on the higher end of childhood trauma, you want to thank your dear parents for making you the creative person you are today. Maybe you'll discover that your child was very lonely and scared and had to be goofish and clownish because the vibe at home was very serious. Oh, when you connect with your inner child, it will inspire you to produce the most creative pieces of art that were ever produced. You'll write your poetry, your novels, you'll sing your songs, you will do your performance art, you'll do it very authentically, very rawly, because you have figured out your childhood trauma. You will let your trauma inspire your pieces of art. So yeah, you cannot be a tortured soul without the childhood trauma. So go ahead and experience your childhood trauma. Let it feed your pieces of art. Oh, I can't believe that our potion is finally coming together. It's all ready to be bottled up. And that's it for today's lesson. I hope you learned a thing or two, or at least I made you giggle. Or maybe I helped you realize that any fool can open up a YouTube channel and pretend they know what they're talking about. Don't listen to me. I'm talking nonsense here. But something is bugging me. And you know what? It took me around 4 hours to create this lesson for you. And it took you, what, 10 minutes to watch it? Do you think that's fair? No, really, do you think that's fair? I don't think it is. So, if you want to make it up to me, just a suggestion, if you want to make it up to me, why don't you subscribe to my channel? And also, while you're at it, why don't you also subscribe to the Giggly Potions Academy newsletter? I'll leave the link in the description box below for you. And before we go, don't forget this, it's very important. Potion brewing is cheaper than therapy. Okay, cheers. Toodaloo.